Well, here we go again. Yes, I quit again. This time it's short time only. I was in SME banking. The title is not clickbait, and in this video, bruh, I'm just gonna share you why, what my thought process, in future, maybe what's gonna happen, what am I gonna do, and I have a message, for anyone who's out there who's feeling like this. So let's start. So I quit SME banking after a short time in SME banking. I've been doing sales for 14 years, 2009 till now. But I've been in banking for about 6 years. Real estate 2 years. And over this course of 14 years, right, I've been selling a lot of things. I sold unit trusts, I sold insurance, I sold supplements at the MLM companies. I sell mortgages, I sell drugs, medicine to doctors. I sell properties, I sell refer services. So I sell a lot of things. And overall, it's been fun. The longest I've stayed in one job, I think about 3 years plus, which is the medical rep. But that's not the point here. What I'm trying to say is that lately, it's not lately whenever I'm feeling this way, it's usually the time I quit. I noticed this about myself. So it's the job from one bank to one bank. I was expecting from retail to business is something different, but in the end it's the same thing. You do the same thing. The customer does not appreciate you. Customer is from day one is the same. It's all, you are just a number. Okay, so applying with you and also applying with another person from the same bank, they both do the same thing. They both have the same product. They both have the same access to the information. Okay, and resources. So that's what I feel. I feel it's getting boring. It's getting monotone. Boring, never mind. It's taking up so much of my time. It's sales, whatever profession you're in. If you are in sales, it actually takes up a lot of your mind share. Okay? You are always constantly under pressure because you need to worry about where to get your sales. You need to take care of many stakeholders. As a banker, like example I give you, I need to take care of the agents. I need to take care of my boss. I need to take care of compliance. I need to take care of disbursement. And then customers, customers inquiry. So actually A to Z I do. So there's not a day that goes by, or even after work, the working hours is 8 to 5. Yeah, 9 to 5 is on paper, but I never work. It's off work one. It's always here, working. Up here is always working. Even weekends, also I work. Okay? Yeah, you may not see me in the office, but I'm working because agents bring to sales galleries on weekend. So that is nature of sales. I enter work also, I think I remember it was the second day of Raya. I was going in office doing my work, catch up on work. So it's always been that there for 14 years, and frankly speaking, I'm very, very, very tired. That's all. Okay? I'm getting bored. I'm getting tired of managing so many things. People is getting more and more exhausting. There's too many things on my shoulder. Let's not talk about the roles and responsibility of the company to actually assist you. The company don't care. Okay? You go anywhere, it's the same. The company doesn't care. The company pays you a amount, they expect 10 times. Okay? So that's why they say that's why your commission is so high. You are supposed to do all this. So leave the company aside. They don't care. That's what you need to know. So the company don't care. You need to care about yourself. That's what I did. That's why I quit. I just got bored seriously, and I don't want to actually do sales anymore. People are asking me, why don't you go back to retail banking since you're good at it? Yes, if I actually go back to retail banking, my salary I can at least demand another 25%, 20 to 25%, which will be quite comfortable. But you know what? I'll be repeating the same cycle all over again. Same cycle. I have to take care of stakeholders. You get the picture, everything. So I'm very tired. I don't want to go back. And it will take up so much of my time that I do not have time to actually do things like this, like record videos. I can write my book, plan for new products to launch like ebooks, workshop regarding the loans. I prefer things where you can actually do on your own time, or is you don't need so much hand holding, because when you do loans, right, you seriously need the customer actually expect you to know handhold everything. That's one thing. The agent also expect you to handhold, and then your boss also will expect you to be independent. So there's so much things that you need to do actually. So I'm very tired actually. There's no time for my own personal time, to do things that I want. Because by the time when I have the time to do things that I want, like creating videos like this, explore new place to eat, just try something new in life. Like, go to take a taekwondo class or whatever it is, go to the gym more often. So you get the picture, there's no time for all this. You just have money, at the end of the day. You have so much money, but you don't have the time to spend it. No point. I was thinking no point. Because each time I have the money, each time it's without fail. And each time I notice I have the money, right, I will spend it on my own health, because I get so stressed up. I get so pent up. It's frustration, resentment. I keep to myself so much that it literally becomes toxic to me. My mind cannot keep on thinking, overthink and think. So I exercise also not proper, sleep also not proper, eat also not proper. So I was bound to get sick, man. Just last few months on August, my old parents, actually that's the last straw for me. My parents, they came to visit me here. And they, instead of staying one day, they end up staying 1 month. You know why? Because I got sick. So my mother and father take care of me. My father actually had to drive me around to see customer. And it's not like I got a fever, then I totally bedridden or whatever. I cannot wake up, right? So it's okay. This one is like my leg got sprained again. I explained sprain, but it's actually worse than this. It's more of a musculoskeletal structure problem. So it's a long-term problem. So that's scary that if my leg sprain like this, right, I cannot walk one. Very pain. One leg. But when I explain this condition to people, especially my boss don't understand. Rightly so leg sprain, what? So what? Alright? So boss will be asking, you got see customer now, you got call this, you got call that. And here I'm trying to recover. Here the customer also asking me, hey, what's my loan application or this? And then my mom actually sit down here. Both of them, my parents actually went to get grocery, nurse me back to health. And imagine my close to 70 years old parents actually have to take care of this big baby. It's not the first time. I remember the time when I also faced this burnout time. I had a depression for a year. I did not work. Also, I had to go back to my parents. So I was thinking to myself, how many times I want to actually chase money? How many times? And over the course of 14 years, I also got no time to build relationship. I had a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend now, who, if I could go back in time, I would spend more time to actually take care of that relationship. Yeah, of course, it takes two to tango. Both of us are also getting to know each other, But looking back, I got no time to look for a relationship. And sometimes when I actually meet my colleagues, right, who actually go back, they're married, and some of them have girlfriends or boyfriends. Weekend, actually, they don't have to go and work. I go and work. But sometimes some of them, they do bring their spouse to work because it's totally too much work. And you can see the interaction. They look happy. Okay. I was thinking to myself how nice it would be actually to come back to a house like this, to have someone actually waiting for me, cooking, or I can cook together. I yeah, I don't want to use the word, but I have to admit it feels lonely, you know? It feels lonely at times. So as the loneliness gets more coupled with together with the pent up feelings, and also I'm forced to be, I don't know, I feel that when I'm doing sales, right, I have to be I have to I have to tell something. Sometimes you call it white lie lah. I have to manipulate. I have to think of ways to corner the customer sometimes. Yeah, it's this number game. So you have to treat every prospect. It's just like a lead. It's just number. It's no point. Don't take it personally lah. Basically, I know. Everybody going to say don't take it personally, but I tried lah. For 14 years I tried don't take it personally, and in the end I can tell you I cannot. I'm not the type of person lah. Sales is actually not for me. Okay, you might just going to shout it out loud, but traditional sales where I need to meet people, I need to handle so many stakeholders, I get overwhelmed easily, and it's affecting my mental health and also my physical health. And yeah, back to the relationship, I would love to have someone to come back home to, just like my colleagues. Don't like to use the word, but really, sometimes the loneliness can get really overwhelming. No matter what you do, you just can't seem to check it off. Okay, I think that is all about my sad love life. You're not here for that. Let's go back to why I work so hard, actually. The reason why I did work so hard is because I thought that I could live that life after work. To me, is I start to work so hard, you accumulate the wealth as fast as possible, then you can retire. That's what I want. I retire, I don't know what I want to do, but I just want to retire. To me, retire means I don't have to work. Or I work whenever I want to. That's what it means by retiring to me. So, that stressful job, and then coupled with the impulsiveness, the urgency to retire, that retire only exists in my head, I also don't know what to do. I made mistakes a lot. I screw up my finances. Okay? I'm at this point, my finances are not good. I've shared, right? I've made a mistake in investing to partner a construction company. I lost 200,000. I've also lost things in forex, scams, shady investments lah. So it's like 100,000 easily. All these are hard work. Yes, sales, you can easily make money. Like I mentioned just now, all I have is money. I don't have time. And it's after a while, it really gets lonely. Easily today, if I go back to mortgage sales, I can easily earn 6 figures a year, no problem. But do I want to go back there and repeat the cycle again? And then let my old folks come again, so to save me. My father already retired. Imagine I have to go back there. I have to throw my ego. Not throw my ego lah. I really don't want to be a burden to my parents, that's all. My parents think there's an ego. But I really don't want to be a burden. But these days, right, as I get older, I realize I can't do it alone. I put too much expectations on myself, so that I have to go back and ask for help. I can't do it without them. Although I really held on to that responsibility of providing the best for my parents. I want them to actually have the best healthcare, best quality of life. But I realized that the best gift I can give them is actually peace of mind, and also my time, which I don't have. So that is why I don't want to go back to banking. And that is why I quit sales altogether. Ultimately, I just want the money to take care of my own self and my family, that's all. My family here includes my brother, sister, and my future wife. How to find wife? No time also. Girlfriend also cannot find. So we need to change that. Okay? And also, as I mentioned before, the finances is bad. Situation is bad. So I have to sell things. I'm the richest I ever felt was when I was renting a room, actually, with only one property in hand. Now although the house is mine, I'm staying in my own house, I never feel any poorer, really. So what I'm going to do, like I mentioned in the previous video, is to go back to that stage. I'll be selling everything, including this house that you are looking at. I want to go back to my original idea of being a free man and a retired man. I'm actually a very simple person. I don't need so much. I'm a minimalist. I don't want to use the word minimalist. I'm very simple. I invest these properties, right, is because I want to retire early. But things didn't go out that way. So I need to reset and go back. But there is a silver lining, So what I'm going to do right now is to pursue this online content creation. I'm very obsessed with online digital marketing, like copywriting, writing a book, doing ebooks. It means basically I can actually take whatever I know here, turn it into a product and sell a digital product. It requires very little supervision. And most of all, right, I can collect money. If I were to join a bank, I cannot do all this. It will be against a compliance guideline by the employer. Your employer will not allow you to fly so far. Remember, especially if your employer is in the industry that is highly regulated. They scared you do wrong thing and then damage their brand. Understand? So if you want to fly further, faster, stronger, not like the Marvels, the tagline, you will have to let go of that branch one day. So, but don't do like what I do. I let go is really because I really cannot take it. I got sick. Every time when I let go is at the end when I'm desperate. Something will push me out. It's not my boss. My bosses all okay one. Is I get sick or I just get too bored of it and I just throw my letter. I did to that level. There's no plans, nothing. So, but we can talk about it, what I'm going to do in terms of financially in another video. For here, just know that you should have a plan, okay? So that's why I'm selling my stuff and I'll be moving out also this place. Moving out, renting out, okay? And yeah, so I was mentioning that I was looking at online content creation. I know real estate, I know loans. That is why you see me doing mortgage broker. I'm a mortgage broker. But mortgage broker, frankly speaking, is no different from being a banker. So that's why I also don't like. My friend asked me to go and cold call. Keep asking me to go and cold call what business owners and all. I did cold calls a lot even in real estate, even in banking. I don't know the thought of having a cold call even to save my own ass, it gets too overwhelming for me. So I rather go and get a part-time job, which I did. I am going to a part-time job just to supplement the income and also learn new stuff. I'm obsessed with learning things, how the social media analytics are, social media marketing, how to change what I know into ebooks, into products that I can sell, especially digital products. I love digital products. Digital products has low cost and high margin, and then you can do it once. And then I plan to do a workshop next year. Okay, workshop. I'm still looking for a suitable partner. Okay, I would love to have a real estate agent as a partner. If you know someone, the workshop will be in Bahasa Melayu, which will be based on my book also. Next year, the second book I plan to release. Third, fourth, every year will release one. Okay, so I plan to build that brand there and also the audience there. I would love to have a real estate agent or perhaps a property investor, someone we can actually work something out. You can come to the workshop that I'm trying to organize. I'm organizing only about the loans. Maybe we can talk about investments, business at the workshop. Okay, I'm still trying to work out how the deal will do like lah. And being in real estate, also in digital marketing, is something that I really, really am interested, especially in brand building for real estate agent or business owners. I notice real estate agents, most of them don't care about building their brand. And out there, a lot of stories you hear horror stories. Real estate agents are being bloody incompetent. And even bankers don't talk about real estate agent. Bankers also same. So that's why I'm trying to build that brand. So what I'm trying to do is that also to do try to do digital marketing where I can actually consult from A to Z in terms of content, in terms of analytics, in terms of whether to how to create videos, all these things. So my new part-time job is going to give me this opportunity to play, experiment, because I get bored easily, right? So I have to have something that I can play, I can build, I can create. Then I'll be happy. If you put me idle inside our island and you feed me, you clothe me, you give me all I need, I will go crazy, I tell you. You feed me nice food. After a while, you give me whatever I want, including to satisfy my human instinct. Okay, you know why is that? If you put me there, you tell me you don't have to work for the rest of my life, I will die. I will literally die. Okay, die. So I cannot do that. So I have to be on the move all the time because my mind, that's how my mind works, is on the move all the time. What else? So I left because I want more time and I want to change my direction of my life, to go back to the original direction, which is I want to be a free man. Freedom here means that I don't need so much money, okay? I need money, don't get me wrong, I need money and I still work for money. That is why I'm doing the mortgage outsource. But it's not going to be forever. The mortgage outsource, I also just want some clients a month. There's enough for me to have the money to pay for a CFP course. I need about 10,000 for a CFP course. When I got a CFP course, I got a CFP license. This YouTube channel you're watching now, I plan to do more things than real estate and real estate related, because I also get bored with real estate. If there's no questions from people, from friends or from audience from anywhere, I don't think I'll be producing any more real estate contents. Okay. So the CFP will allow me to actually also work remotely. Although not totally remote, because I'm still confined by the boundaries of the law. I cannot take overseas CFP law and apply to Malaysia. That's what I don't like also. But then it will help to address the feeling of overwhelm. Because when I'm working for people, or when I'm a real estate agent, or when I'm a banker, I need to deal with so many parties. I headache. I want to deal only with one party, which is direct to the consumers, the audience, customers such as yourself. So when I have a CFP, I can deal direct with the audience, or if I still want to do loans, I can deal direct with audience. I can choose, basically I can choose my time. I can choose what I do with my time, because I want to spend my extra time to build a digital business, build a media company, start a podcast, start another YouTube channel, start another Facebook channel, start another Facebook page. Those they will pay me indefinitely, or do food reviews for restaurants and get paid, do toy reviews, a lot of things are just not totally stuck at this real estate forever. No, and I want to be willing to share with you, be able to share with you that businesses that I can businesses up and down, things I talk to people about. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do actually. I keep going back to this subject on loneliness in my mind right now, and I think this is a subject that you all should know. Actually, guys actually do cry as well. They have feelings one. They just don't cry in front of the camera. I don't know how those, especially girls are the influencer, they can cry in front of the camera and then upload to YouTube. I also don't know. Then they can tell it's authentic. I don't know how to do it. When I cry, the camera is not beside me. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do cry. Not all loneliness, but sometimes it's like a song or sometimes it trigger me, the memory, especially family. Then yeah, I will just let the tears flow. It feels better after that, okay? It feels better because if you hold it, and you try to hold it, it's even worse. You just let it flow, just cry. Yeah, guys do cry, surprise. Look, everything okay, right? Yeah, no, actually. It's just that we don't talk about it a lot, because society stigma is also one of them, especially when you are a guy. They'll say you should man up. Tears are for pussy, okay? Guys don't cry. Guys can bleed but don't cry. So that's why you will see more mental health problems among men. But we are not here to talk about that. I'm just sharing with you that right now, especially, I'm more, I'm more honest with myself. Okay, I don't have to pretend. Since I left earlier, I don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend to like my colleagues when I don't even care about them, and I'm sure the same thing. I don't have to pretend to care about anyone actually. Anyone what they think about me. I can really ask them upfront. Say, okay, so now you want to work together, right? This is how we can work together. Partnership agreement, referral agreement. So if you don't give me another refer this, you don't agree to this kind of referral or this kind of arrangement, perhaps you can propose, or maybe if we cannot work together, I find someone else. I cannot do that if I'm an employer. That is illegal. Okay, I can get fired for that. So I cannot do that. But right now I can have a proper agreements with all the referring partners that I have, like especially real estate agent. Real estate agent are seriously I don't know how to say, some of the ungrateful ones, or you not that street smart, because I've given a lot of referrals for listing for sale up to a real estate agent for free over the years of my banking career. And yes, I've gotten back some now, of course. Okay, but I can count with one hand the sum. The best part is that if they sold that they rented out the property, I don't even know. Okay, they don't even like call me and say, Kenny, I would like to give you a referral since you recommend me that customer. No. But we shall go to this another story another day lah. All I'm saying is that I can be upfront. I can be more in tune. I can be more myself lah. That's what I'm trying to say. All the while, when I have an employer, when I have expectations on my shoulder, the weight is so heavy that I have to change what I do, what I say, so I have to restrain myself. So now I don't need. So in this channel, right, you can expect that I will do my best to tell you upfront, to be honest with you all. Okay, of course there are some things that is B and C lah, so it cannot lah. But I will do my best to the utmost of my capability to be honest with all of you, because I want you to just see that this is the journey that I go through. Maybe some of you are wanted to start, or some of you further ahead. Okay, I just want to help you. I hope the story will help you. Okay, the honesty especially, to help you make a informed decision, not just everything is bed and roses out there. So before I quit, right, my biggest burden was how to tell my parents actually, especially my dad. My mom and dad actually came to my place. They also seen that I've changed. I really was very bad. I was not motivated at all. So they know something is up, and my dad talked to me. Each time I quit, right, it's either my mom or my dad. This time it's my dad. I have to explain to them. I have to tell them why I quit. They are just worried because I keep quitting my jobs. Every 2 years, every 1 year, I quit my job. So they will be thinking, hey, Kenny, apa, what my son gonna be, man? Close to 40 years old, he still keep quitting job, no stable job. Do this 2 years, do that 2 years, that's it. Do that 1 year plus, that's it. So that's why they are worried. So I told my dad, actually, I really don't know what I want to do, but I know this is not it. At first, yeah, of course, it's friction. Don't know, tell, don't know lah. Because I don't want to tell, don't know, because every time whatever I tell, also you will tell me, don't think so much. Ask me to continue, and then the worst part, right, is to ask me what's next, because I really don't know. But now I do know. I want to pursue that. I want to change my direction again. And no, it's not going to be the last. I do not believe that one person will have only just one career for a lifetime. The world has changed, and you want to pivot, you pivot lah. It's not like last time when you have one job, then you can stay there until you retire. Last time, my dad, single income, can raise the three of us. Mom is a homemaker, can buy a house, buy cars and more. Now, I work alone, I cannot even afford the house at this. Okay? But I digress. That's another story. We're going to talk about the affordability, home affordability. So back to the story, that was concern, as usual. Which parent doesn't? I don't know. I don't know if all of you can relate. When you talk to your parents, you know they care for you, they love you, but sometimes you want to talk to them, right? Especially boomer parents, it's so hard, you know. Right. So in the end, he said, "Oh, okay lah. Then you don't know what you want, right? So okay lah. You just quit first lah, and then you think of what you want." Slowly, when I quit, after I quit, right, the puzzle actually become clearer. Yeah, I'm not in the best state of mind right now. I still have a lot of debts, and financially also not that stable. But my mind is at least somewhat clear, you know, of what I really want and how my life gonna look like. Yeah. So in the end, he just said, "Okay lah, you have our blessing, son. That's it." I think I hear this a few times already. Not a few times, a lot of times. I first started want to go into sales 14 years ago. This is also what I heard. You have our blessings. And looking back, both of them has always been the biggest supporter of whatever I do. But I say both because mom and dad I cannot separate one. They are a team. There's no one more important than the other. Even though my father is the only one that is working, there's no one person that is more important than the other. That is the dynamic that I actually envy, and I really want that kind of dynamic where I mentioned that I come back home. I at least can come back to a wife that is cooking. It doesn't matter to me, but she will have to. She can work no problem. I don't want to come back to another office, you know, where I need to argue. It's really tiring. So that's why I'm very influenced by the dynamics of my parents at home. Okay, both of them they are a team and they need each other. So I also hope that I can have this kind of life, this kind of married life. I would love to bring my wife, go and do YouTube full time, travel, food. That's what I want to do, actually. So that's why it's not doesn't make sense for me to have so many things in the home. But yeah lah, people will say I think too far lah, but that's what I think lah. Huh? So if you are like me today, you are in dilemma, or you have just quit job with no backup plan, I feel you. I understand how you feel. But things will get better lah. Things will get better. The most important when you are in this state of uncertain frustration, what you can do is to reach out to people that is doing what you want to do. Okay. So the other day I made a post in regards to marketing, because I want to explore digital marketing, right? So a few of friends actually reached out and I met them and I see, okay, this one looks like something that I want. So I will pursue it lah. My only wish for you is that if you are watching or listening to this, I wish you courage. I wish you all the best. And I wish you wish you well, wish you health. I don't know how things will turn out for me, but I do know if I continue doing what I do, I will regret it. And I don't want the health situation to be so bad that I suddenly just die. Okay? Die, drop dead. No point living life like that. Recently also got a lot of young people, 40 plus, die of heart attack, I know. So what's the point? If I go there and then I suddenly just die of heart attack, no point. Life is meant to live. Okay? So live your own life. Be true to yourself. As long as you're not an asshole to people and people, okay? You please be yourself. Decide how your life will look like. Success, retirement. You define those words. Don't let anyone including your loved one, define it for you. Okay? So we can talk about finances and how to prepare in another video, and what's the mindset for people like us, if you're out there, people with multiple interests, people who are a bit lost because they got multiple interests, and the world tell them that you should specialize in one thing. But I do not believe that. On YouTube you have to because you confuse the algorithm and also the sponsors, right? So, but that is the story for another day. This is my story. I hope it helps and it, most of all, inspires you to take action towards whatever you want. Okay, I'm not asking you to quit your job tomorrow, please. Okay lah. This is Kenny here from Property Stories, and I'll see you again next video. Bye bye.